Hey guys, so Dragon Ball Daima episode 20, titled Maximum, or the Japanese title Zenkai, because I'm sure you guys know what that term means, has now ended, and with that, Dragon Ball Daima has concluded. The entire series was 20 episodes. We are now finished with Dragon Ball Daima. As usual, major spoiler warnings here. I mean, you guys are seeing the screen right there. You wouldn't want to get, I mean, if you were sensitive to spoilers, you wouldn't click on this video anyway, but let's just start going here. This was a bit of a differently structured episode. They didn't have an intro. There was no intro to this episode. They just jumped immediately into the episode. And there were actually 2 commercial breaks. I imagine that's probably some kind of rule the broadcasting schedule or the broadcasting contract is with Dragon Ball Daima. Remember, what happens is the opening will happen. They'll have commercials, and then they'll have a commercial break in the middle of the episode. So technically is 2 commercial breaks. But remember, this one didn't have an opening, so they kind of had to put in 2 different commercial breaks here. I guess they just didn't want to spend screen time on the opening itself, just because there's so much to sort of squeeze into this final episode. So we will go ahead and get started here. I got a ton of notes. The final episode, by the way, I will be doing an entire series review in a separate video. I just wanted to get this out. Probably take a day or 2 to gather my thoughts about the series as a whole, and then I'll do that series review. But this is mostly going to be my thoughts about the final episode and what I think this potentially could mean moving forward with just Dragon Ball in general. So the episode starts with adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Giant Goma. By the way, we know that Goma's giant form, or the form that he has with the third eye attached, is referred to officially as Giant Goma. There are multiple games. Dragon Ball Legends, the Dragon Ball wafer seals both refer to him as Giant Goma. So I think that is his official name. Goku rushes at Goma's head with a massive punch. So like literally the episode begins, and like within the first 5 seconds, I believe this is actually what they showed in the preview last week, and I said like this is the first 10 seconds of the episode. This is it. Goku rushes to Goma with a punch, massive punch to the head. And Goma really feels this. So this is Goma's reaction to getting punched. I mean, Goku means business as adult Super Saiyan 4. You can definitely tell there's a difference in power for sure between the mini version, the kid version of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and the adult version of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, we kind of saw the same thing with Vegeta, right? Vegeta in base form was able to even, put in some work against Giant Goma. Goku and Goma are trading blow for blow. Again, usually when we have these action-packed episodes, at least the first half of this was essentially just specifically only action. Whenever we have these action-packed episodes, it's really tough for me to recreate the feeling of what it was to watch this. So I'll do my best here to give like a play-by-play of what happened, but you guys are really gonna have to watch this for yourselves. Goku and Goma are trading blow for blow as they fly through the air. Super Saiyan 4 Goku makes the Kaioken sound as he's flying. Yeah, I did want to emphasize that because that was a pretty cool touch. It was, you guys know the sound I'm talking about, the Kaioken flying. It's the same sound Super Saiyan 4 Goku makes. So I think they wanted to emphasize how fast Super Saiyan 4 Goku is actually moving. Goku pummels Goma Goku pummels, dude, there was so much that went on. I was rapidly typing all this stuff. Goku pummels Goma with a few blows, but the third eye allows him to shake off the damage and retaliate. Yeah, so it's kind of a similar thing that we saw, with Vegeta fighting him and Goku fighting him as Super Saiyan 3. He's doing damage, but Goma is eventually just able to shake off the damage and rejuvenate himself. We have some like lightning shots here. Goma's just getting whacked repeatedly. Look at this. Yeah, Goma not looking too good here, sir. All right, let's keep going. So Goma spawns a bunch of ki blasts in midair. So he basically, like, the third eye glows, and just a bunch of like purple, like small like balls of energy appear in midair. It's almost like the Hellzone grenade, but they're just small purple things, and they're just in midair. And redirects them all at Goku, but Goku evades them and counterattacks Goma. Goku goes for a bear hug against Goma. Yeah, this is a pretty cool part. Goku goes for like, he literally like powers up and like goes for a bear hug around Goma's like midsection. And Goma takes these rocks that are like pointed or like jagged rocks, and he tries to take them and impale them into Goku, who's giving him a bear hug. But then when Goma goes like this to do that, Goku notices he's open and goes for a punch on his stomach. Goku goes for a bear hug against Goma, but Goma tries to impale Goku with the flying rocks, and Goku takes the chance to punch Goma in the gut. They both reset to neutral fighting stances and begin powering up before clashing again. Goma throws Goku into the middle of the arena, which he throws him into like the ground part, but I don't even know why this happened, but for some reason it all of a sudden turns into like a different dimension. It's like the Broly Gogeta dimension. It almost looks like that. But they're in this like alternate space, probably something to do with the third eye's magic. Goku, let me just catch up where I was. Goma throws Goku into the middle of the arena, which now seems like almost a different dimension where they continue to clash. Goku now begins glowing white at maximum power, seemingly, as he pummels the hell out of Goma and smashes his head into the side of a rock, Broly style. Remember when Broly was fighting God Goku in Dragon Ball Super Broly, and he's like grinding his head against the rock as he's like running across it? That's essentially what Goku does to Goma. They're both flying in midair, and there's like, you know, the giant rocks that are creating like the outline of the arena that are like curved up like this. Goku essentially takes Goma's head and just smashes it on the rock and just starts grinding it as he flies through like the area. Goma gets up thanks to the power of the third eye, and Goku is beginning to tire out. So let's see what kind of screenshots we have here. So this is kind of like the alternate dimension I was talking about. Again, it's kind of hard to really tell what exactly they are here. Here's a good shot of Goku. Here's Goku glowing white. Yeah, this is Goku in the other dimension here. It doesn't even, like, if you saw this, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell this is Goku. It doesn't even look like Goku. But yeah, this is him glowing white, sort of the outline here. To me, this is supposed to be a reference to Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. If you guys remember to back when Goku was fighting Grade 8 Baby in GT. Goku goes Super Saiyan 4 and he, you know, completely overpowers Super Baby 2. Baby goes Great Ape, and then Goku essentially absorbs the ki from his allies, and then he gets this red glow around him, which the games, a lot of the Dragon Ball games actually do treat that as a different form entirely from Super Saiyan 4. So you have Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then you have Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which again, these games treat it as a different form. So this actually might be treated as a different form than just Super Saiyan 4. This might be like Super Saiyan 4 Goku Full Power like they do in GT. That to me is what this is, because it's the same thing that Goku does in GT, except instead of a red outline, it is a white outline. And this is something that persists throughout the remainder of the fight. Goku is shining white, so it's not just this one part of the fight. Like, he has this up for the rest of the fight. And then here's Goma after Goku starts just pummeling the living hell out of him with this white glow around him. So there does seem to be a significant power up that Goku receives from this white light power up here. Okay. Let me just see what we have here. Okay, little spoilers there. So Goku powers up even more, and this is seemingly him powering up to like absolutely full power. He stands in the middle of the arena and just starts powering up like traditional Dragon Ball style, screaming, hands to the side, like mouth open, and he engulfs the entire arena in a yellow glow. And Goma gets blown back from this power up, and he's like, "What's going on?" And then Goma tries ki blasting Goku to sort of stop him from powering up. Dude, Goma's like the smartest villain. Remember when Goku was mini Super Saiyan 4 and Goma doesn't let him fire the Kamehameha? He actually goes in for the punch and tries interrupting the Kamehameha. Now he's actually trying to interrupt Goku powering up, which is like not something we usually see from Dragon Ball villains. Usually they just stand there and let the guys power up. But Goma actually tries to ki blast through the power up, but it doesn't work, and Goma gets blown back, and Goku at this point is just, to me, he just seems like so far beyond the power that Goma has. Goku powers up and ends up with even a slightly bigger white glow persisting out of his body as he slowly forms a Kamehameha. And like they show, so this power up scene ends, and they show Goku like slowly reaching back to do the Kamehameha. So it was kind of a cool thing. Goma prepares a gigantic blast of his own to retaliate. Goku fires the Kamehameha, which clashes with Goma's energy, now emanating directly from the third eye on his forehead. So we have Goma, who has this huge purple energy ball in front of him, but when they clash, when Goku's Kamehameha is fired and it clashes with this energy ball, the energy actually is not even coming from Goma, it's coming directly from the third eye on Goma's forehead. So we have essentially just the third eye itself is, again, essentially just carrying Goma to victory here. It's trying to carry Goma to victory. It is just emanating energy directly into this energy ball. And Goma starts screaming. He's like, there's no way I'm going to lose. Yeah, Goma screams to unleash all his power as he loses the struggle, and Goku manages to impale Goma with the Kamehameha. The blast is so massive that it stretches throughout the entire demon realm, hurtling through all 3 worlds. So that's what this is. This is Goku unleashing the Kamehameha. They actually do, to me, this is an homage from Kid Goku versus Demon King Piccolo. Remember when Kid Goku tries to go for the final attack on him where he punches through Demon King Piccolo? When he goes for that attack, it shows almost like a very similar styled picture of the Great Ape, right? When Goku goes for the punch, that's what this is. It's Goku firing the Kamehameha, and it's just showing his like superimposed face just completely filled with rage as he shoots the Kamehameha. This was a crazy scene. Every single game that puts this character in the game, Universe 2, Sparking Zero, Legends, Dokkan, all these games, this is going to be the attack that Goku, this is going to be his ultimate. I mean, this clearly Kamehameha plus the superimposed like angry face on it. This is Goma getting impaled by the attack. This is him, you know, as like a donut here. Here's him getting impaled by it, and then this is Goku with the finish, and then this is where they actually cut to commercial. So this is the first commercial break of the episode, so it's a little early, actually. A lot of this happened very, very quickly. Goma, now with a gaping hole in his chest, can't believe what is happening. Cuts to commercial. All right, so let me just see what else we got here. Okay, so this is the scene of him firing the Kamehameha from like a different angle here. It actually does show, remember how we had like the different demon realms are essentially stacked on top of each other? The first demon world, the second demon world, and then, or sorry, it goes 3, 2, 1. Third demon world, second demon world, first demon world. So they're fighting in the first demon world, but Goku shoots the Kamehameha up. So it goes through Goma. You see it go through the second demon realm, and then you see it go through the third demon realm, and it sort of, again, hurtles through all 3 of them. So that's how powerful this thing was. This is him firing it. This is it going, you know, from the arena all the way up here. This is Goma's blast. It goes through Goma. This is it's hard to tell, but I think this is the second demon realm, and then this is the third demon realm. Kind of, you can see a little bit here. This is the arena, but like it goes through this. Actually, you can't really see it here. This is just the first demon realm. You can see this is the cave entrance that they used to get to the first demon realm, but this is, yeah, where it went through. So yeah, that's essentially the attack that didn't put an end to Goma yet, but it injured him for sure. So cut back from commercial, Piccolo jumps up, takes the opportunity to smack Goma in the back of the head once. He smacks him twice, and right as he's about to go for the third hit, Goma turns around and just swats Piccolo out of the air, with the third eye seemingly a bit loose now. All of a sudden, Goma starts glowing with energy, and his body almost starts like cracking with energy. It's kind of like, remember when like Z Broly is transforming from Super Saiyan into Legendary Super Saiyan, and it's like almost like his body explodes? It's almost what it looked like when Goma was reacting to the damage he took. So Goma starts like glowing and crackling with energy. Goku jumps up to attack, but is thrown back by a flash of purple energy. Goma's wound is completely healed by the third eye, and he starts laughing maniacally. So he's basically just got infinite regeneration, essentially. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Majin Ku jumps up with the tome. Remember, he's carrying the tome that like explains how to get the third eye out of someone's head. He jumps up with the tome and quickly slaps Goma in the back of the head 3 times, which pops the third eye out as it rolls across the floor. Glorio immediately takes the chance to stomp on the third eye, and it dissipates in a purple glow. Goma, now back to normal, lays on the ground unconscious. Majin Ku has defeated Goma and is praised by everybody. So this is really how they defeated Goma. You know, the plan for Super Saiyan 4 Goku to be distracting Goma long enough for Piccolo to jump up and put an end to him with the 3 hits to the back of the head doesn't work out. But sort of like as Goma is healing himself, he fully heals, he starts laughing maniacally, and I guess he's distracted by his own laughter, and then Majin Ku just out of nowhere just hits him in the back of the head 3 times, and that's it. So this is Piccolo trying to get the third hit in. Let me see if there's a good image here. Yeah, Piccolo gets smacked away. This is Goma with the third eye that's like a little bit loose because Piccolo hit him twice, but it's not completely dislodged. And then here is Goma essentially healing himself to full again. Remember, you can still see the little bit of a hole here. This is what I'm talking about. It's like energy is sort of like emanating from his body. And this is, I guess, the way the third eye is going to be able to heal him. Okay. In comes Majin Ku. Yeah. And he's actually the hero here. It's kind of funny. I mean, this is, to me, almost reminds me of like Mr. Satan or Hercule from the Buu saga, where Hercule like actually did save the universe by convincing everybody to give their energy to Goku for the Spirit Bomb. This is similar to that. Like no one was expecting Majin Ku to actually be useful here, but he comes in with a tome, smacks him on the back of the head 3 times, and literally out comes the third eye, and that's it. Goma is just back to normal Goma. So no more third eye shenanigans for you. And then Glorio immediately steps on it, and it doesn't even show the third eye like breaking or anything. It just like sort of evaporates into a purple like mist almost. Okay, so Goku floats down from above as it seems their work is done. Cut to commercial for a second time. Okay, so from this point on, it is essentially just like the post-fight cleanup of the series. After commercial, they show Goma tied up with Neva looking down at him and laughing. So if you guys remember when they defeated the like special force or whatever, like the Walmart Ginyu Force guys, they had them tied up with those like, it almost looked like hula hoop things like around them. That's what Goma has. Everyone talks amongst themselves as they try to figure out what to do with Goma, and they also have Degasu there as well. They decide to have both of them sealed away by Marba in a like, it's almost like a perfume bottle jar for 99 years for their crimes, and they try and figure out who the next ruler of the Demon Realm should be. Supreme Kai says Arinsu should be the next Demon Realm ruler, since it appears that she does have some consciousness left, or conscience left. And Arinsu and Neva, however, conclude that the most fitting to be the next ruler of the Demon Realm should be the one who defeated the previous ruler, which means that Majin Ku is next in line. So Majin Ku is now going to be the ruler of the Demon Realm. Majin Ku generates a cape for himself and says that Arinsu can be his vice ruler. He appoints a bunch of the crew as cabinet members. So, like, for example, I think like he appoints Neva as Glorio, as cabinet members of the ruling class, including the king of the third Demon Realm. But Goku, like, he goes up to Goku and he's like, you can be part of the ruling class too. And Goku's like, nah, I'm going home. He's like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm going back. So yeah, Goku declines since he says that he's going back to head back to Earth along with his friends. All right, so yeah, here we have everybody sort of like cheering everyone on. Here's Majin Ku with his victory stance, winking, I guess, sure. Here is Goma, who is now tied up with Degasu. And then here's Marba and Arinsu as they try and figure out what to do with him. So here's Goma, here's Degasu. Again, like these, like, I don't even know what these are. These are like silly putty handcuffs. I don't know. So here's Marba, and then this hard to see, but this is the bottle they use. Again, it's like a perfume bottle to seal away Goma and Degasu here. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, this is the like bottle they're in, and they're just sealed away now. And this is everybody just sort of talking with each other at the end. Majin Ku with his cape flies into the sky with Aritsu as everybody cheers him on, and Piccolo hails him as King Ku, ruler of the Demon Realm. Ponzi gives Bulma some Modulite as promised, so that's actually could be pretty interesting moving forward. Vegeta turns to Goku and gets mad at him for hiding the transformation, which obviously he's referring to Super Saiyan 4. And this is the first time in the entire, this is the first and only time where he actually does reference the transformation, and he says, oh, do you mean Super Saiyan 4? So they actually officially do call it Super Saiyan 4. Vegeta says it's almost like a Super Saiyan bargain sale, and Goku responds by saying, didn't you go 3? And also, it's implied that Super Saiyan 4 is a transformation that Goku achieves by himself and not through exclusively Neva giving him some special power, because he says, Goku says Buu was such an incredible foe that he underwent special training after they defeated him. So he sort of implies that this was a form that he reached by himself, but I'm not really sure how that, plays into the, because Neva obviously had something to do with the power up, right? But he does kind of say that he achieved the form on his own, so I don't really know how that works. So after this, Neva asks Dende, so there's actually a scene where it's Neva, Dende, and Piccolo, so all the Namekians. Neva asks Dende if he wants to stay in the Demon Realm, to which he responds by saying that he's got a duty to fulfill on Earth, and Piccolo says the same. Do we have any other pictures here? Yeah, here's Majin Ku. Here's him with the cape now. So I guess him with the cape is him as the ruler of the Demon Realm. That's how you can tell, I guess. Kind of like Majin Buu's cape, but it's a little Majin Buu's cape is purple, right? So a little different. Okay, so that's that. This is everybody cheering them on. Majin Ku and Arinsu. So it's King Majin Ku and like Vice Ruler Arinsu, I guess is what this is here. Here's Vegeta and Goku talking. Yeah, Vegeta does say Super Saiyan bargain sale. Obviously, it's a reference to that scene from the Buu Saga when he's talking to when Trunks goes Super Saiyan and Vegeta makes the same statement. But yeah, this is probably one of the more interesting dialogues of this episode, is where Goku says like, "Oh, I underwent some special training after defeating Majin Buu because of how crazy strong he was." So, you know, maybe he can just go Super Saiyan 4 now whenever he wants, which I'm not going to get into that, how it ties into Super, because it doesn't, but I don't care. All right, so Goku and the others prepare to depart back for Earth on a giant ship prepared by the King of the Third Demon Realm. Everyone says their goodbyes, and they depart back for Earth. The Dragon Ball Daima theme starts playing, and the credits roll. During the credits, it shows the rest of the cast who have also now been turned back into adults, such as Goten and Trunks, and Mr. Popo and Kibito. It also shows Goma and Degasu playing video games and cards within the bottle they're sealed in. So this is them departing. Here's Majin Ku, who's now the ruler of the Demon Realm. Here's the King of the Third Demon Realm, and here's everybody saying goodbye. Here are the credits. Here's everybody back to... oh yeah, it shows Chi-Chi too. It doesn't actually show Gohan a single time. So Gohan, the only place where Gohan appears in this whole series is in like the opening. The final shot of the opening when it's the entire like Z fighters standing in a row. That's the only place where Gohan is in the entire series. But here's Hercule, Yamcha, Buu, 18 Baron, and Krillin. We have Chi-Chi, and then here's Goten and Trunks. And then here is Goma and Degasu playing an eternity of video games on, I guess they have a video game console in this bottle where they're sealed in. And there's another one too that shows Degasu playing cards by himself. It's solitaire by himself. And Goma's just like on a chair being upset. Okay, so there actually is one extra scene at the end, which is a little interesting. I think it probably is going to mean something later, but after the credits, it shows Goku asking Glorio to take them to the store where they bought some of those bugs in the Third Demon Realm. They head over there in order to pick up some of the Senzu bugs, so the bugs that heal you, because Goku says he wants to take some back with him. The store owner tells Bulma there's a bug that can de-age her skin by 10 years, which obviously is very appealing to her. Ponzi notices an old jar that is covered in like dust. She blows the dust off of it and reveals 2 third eyes in the jar. There are 2 third eyes in the jar. The shop owner says, oh yeah, those are called third eyes. If you attach it to your forehead, it grants you immense levels of power, although they're a little bit expensive. Everybody gasps, and that is the end of Dragon Ball Daima. Series is over. Let me see if there's... yeah, here we go. Okay, it doesn't actually show it, though. Oh, no, it does. It does. More than 1 third eye exists, yeah. So this is them looking in here. I mean, this is a very interestingly... Okay. But yeah, there's 2 third eyes in this jar. And so we know there are more than 1 third eye that exist in the Demon Realm. And there's probably more than 3. These are probably not the only ones. So the third eye, with as crazy of a power up as it can give you, we know that they're just around in the Demon Realm now. So that is the end. That is the end of episode 20, the final episode of Dragon Ball Daima, called Maximum, aka Zenkai. So we didn't get a fusion, right? They didn't use the fusion bugs. We now know there's more third eyes in the Demon Realm. Bulma now has the Modulite. We know that Neva is just a being that exists in the second Demon Realm, who is like the most powerful Namekian ever. Majin Ku is the ruler of the Demon Realm now, who's like an ally to Goku and everybody. I feel like this whole series, and this is something I've been talking about for actually pretty much since the beginning of Daima almost, this kind of feels like a bridge series. Dragon Ball Super, the manga, has not ended. Dragon Ball Super is on hiatus. They have not said that Dragon Ball Super has ended, and they're specifically, I think, waiting for Daima to end before they keep going with Super. And I think the reason why is because they're going to tie a lot of what we've seen in Daima, a lot of the developments in Daima, maybe some of the things that we've seen in Daima, you know, the fusion bugs that weren't used, the third eyes that exist, Bulma having the Modulite, being able to power up her her technology now with that like super special mineral. We now also know that Majin Ku is the leader of the ruler of the demon realm. We know who Rinsu is. We know who all these characters are. Goku with Super Saiyan 4. There's very, very clearly something that's being set up for the future of Super. So I think that is where we're going to be heading, and I think that's why they didn't do everything we were expecting in Daima, right? We were expecting them to use the fusion bugs. They didn't. We were expecting, once Goku went Super Saiyan 4, at least I was expecting Vegeta to also go Super Saiyan 4. He did not do that. So I think we're going to sort of see a continuation of Daima in Super. Nothing is officially announced yet, but to me, that only seems like the next logical step forward from here. So if I had to give one point of criticism for this episode, it was, it certainly did feel a little rushed. I mean, there was a lot of things they had to cram into this final episode. Usually when you have these final, like, end of series episodes, there is a lot that needs to be wrapped up. They have to defeat Goma. They have to, you know, like, sort of appoint the next king of the demon realm. They have to wrap up all the loose ends. We need to make sure Goku and everybody goes back to Earth. Like, all of these things have to happen in the same episode, especially when you have the first half of this episode essentially dedicated to just straight up fighting. But that really, I think, is the only thing I really had to say about this. And that is a pretty consistent issue that I thought I did feel about a lot of episodes in Daima. And that'll be something that I definitely mention in my series review as well. But overall, very enjoyable episode here. So I don't think it's like a make or break thing that it was not the greatest pacing ever. But that is just something that I think is worth mentioning as a point of criticism for this final episode here. Again, I will do a separate video reviewing the entire series, my thoughts overall, how I think it went. Overall, I really did enjoy Daima. I really did enjoy this last episode. The beginning fight scene between Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Goma is one of the better fights just in Dragon Ball. I think it was really, really well done. The Kamehameha power-up, just the choreography of the different moves that they used. Basically, the last 3 episodes of Daima, 18, 19, 20, even like sort of some parts of 17 as well. I think they just did a fantastic job concluding the series. So once you guys have seen the episode, let me know what you guys thought of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.